Alright, just seconds after I filmed my last video. In this video, we're gonna discuss um, how do you fix misogyny in your mind. Um, if, for example, you feel that you might identify as a misogynist, how do you move past it? If you feel like one of your friends or someone you care about deeply might be misogynistic, um, these steps may help you. And this is obviously just my suggestions. There are clinical ways to approach this problem, but yeah, these are just a layman like myself, how I would go about trying to fix these things. I know that this is a much more severe problem than we give credit for. uh, we just say, like, a lot of women are now kind of like just saying that it's fine if the misogynists and the incels want to, like, be like that, we'll just like dump them. But I don't believe that that's the right approach. We should want to fix misogyny because half of the world's population is female, but half of the world's population is men. How can we not want to help them on the basis of humanity? um so yeah. Anyway, so men should want to stop misogyny in them and in their friends, because now women are moving in society as freely as men are. We have rights. You probably see us at work, you'll probably see us at home, you probably see us in the shops. And it's going to be hard if you aren't able to live in peace with women. I'm going to address you. I'm addressing the misogynist as you. So just if you I'm sorry, I don't know how else to fix it. Okay, I'll try to go with the misogynist instead of you. Anyway, okay, so you want to live in peace with the women around you. You don't want to be consumed by hate anymore. The misogynist wants to live in peace with women and does not want to be consumed by hate anymore. This is fixable. The problem is fixable. It will take some work, but it's fixable. The first and foremost thing to acknowledge is that women are human. They have complex and nuanced personalities and lives. So just the way men are, women are also in many different roles. Women are caregivers, they're volunteers, they have religious beliefs, spiritual beliefs, they study, they like to study, they like to play games. And most of all, we're all exposed to the same overlying powers, which are capitalism and society and so on. Women live on spectrums just as men do. So women are not just props in the journey of life for a man. Secondly, women are not just love interests or sexual prospects. Women are not just side characters to help you on your journey. We have our own journeys. Recently, you might have seen that there is an uptick in the number of stories that are written about women as female protagonists. This is interesting because for the longest time, up until like 5 or like 7 years ago, there were no stories about women, which is so crazy that in like the history of humanity, we always kept male protagonists in the forefront of every story in media. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, so women have their own journeys. They don't just live to iron clothes or pack your bags when you're going on work trips. Women also go on work trips now. They also have like lives. They're also making their own money. So in the same way that men need help, women also need help to continue living in a way that's supportive for their environment. Women have historically already been helping men. Now men should also understand that they also need to help the women in their lives. Men will have to decenter themselves and accommodate the idea that women are not born as just props in their lives. Thirdly, men need to try, misogynists particularly, need to try to interact with as many different types of women as possible with no ulterior motive. So that's including older women, younger women, women in different industries of work, housewives, why not? Everyone. And then understand that there is and expose yourself to a range of women. Now, if you're deeply misogynistic, go very slow with this. Limit your interactions to greetings initially, and then slowly evolve to small talk over the next few weeks, and then over the next few weeks evolve to full-blown conversations. And it's totally okay that she is not going to be your romantic or sexual interest. This is exposure therapy. Do not get into gender conversations and do not discuss physical intimacy. These topics are restricted to people you have a very close connection with, not the normal person. Okay, so the fourth point is avoid judging women based on their choices and preferences. So for example, clothing, a woman wearing revealing clothing is not a bad woman. A woman wearing makeup is not doing it for attention. A woman with a career is not like, she doesn't not give a shit about, like, she doesn't not give a shit. I don't know how to say that sentence. Don't judge their weight, don't judge the way they speak, don't judge their preferences. If you catch yourself saying or thinking bad things or making negative presumptions about women based on their choices, just cut yourself off right there and then. Think about something else entirely. Do not pursue that train of thought. So this requires you to be mindful about yourself. Then when a woman is explaining her grievances, keep quiet and listen. This is very difficult for a lot of misogynists to do. Misogynists do not need to respond or retort. A lot of misogynists will dismiss what women are saying and then talk over them. And then a weird thing that misogynists do is they will mansplain what the woman is saying, but basically just repeat what the woman is saying. And because the underlying belief system is that women are talking a lot of shit, like it's just bullshit that they're talking about. So the reality is that you or no one can know another person's experience, and therefore if you try to correct another person's account of their experience, you will be wrong, because their account of their personal experience is not what you think they are experiencing. So you gotta men particularly have to be able to rein in their the desire to explain what a woman is experiencing. All right, next pointer is all right, when you don't understand what a woman is saying, ask for clarification. Do not attack her presuming she is wrong. Do not come from that perspective of I know more than what you are saying, and you probably don't know what you're saying, so let me explain to you what you are saying. You can just ask for clarification. It is entirely possible that she may know more than you, because people wouldn't discuss a topic they don't have a certain amount of knowledge on. The next topic is when a woman is an expert in comparison to you, expert by means of maybe experience or by qualification, know that she has earned her expertise, and it's very, very possible and even likely that she is more skilled, more informed, and more deserving of praise than you. Make peace with the fact that she knows more than you, and it's totally okay if she gets accolades and praises and you do not, because it's not a competition. There's no winning, no losing. There's no competition between genders. Then there's no competition between interpersonal people either, like you versus another male. If you're a male versus another male, don't take winning or losing personally. Women are not lesser than men, and so if a man is lesser in some degree by some degree in certain aspects. In comparison to women, it's not a shame on a man, it's not an insult to masculinity. You can upgrade yourself how much ever you want, and you don't have to feel insulted. I don't have a lot of charge left, so I'm gonna try really fast. Oh shit. Panic. Okay. Alright, this is interesting. No woman needs to be beautiful. She does not need to smile for you, nor dress up for you, nor fix her body, nor wax her body. She's not a prop in your visual landscape. She does not need to appeal to a man. What a woman chooses to look like, her piercings, etc., all her choice, nothing to do with a man. Alright, a woman is not just a prospective sexual partner. A woman is not a prospective sexual partner. She may become one over time, but it is not the default role she will play. This is very interesting. A majority of the women that you will encounter in your life will be no one to you. A very tiny percent may be colleagues, friends, and family, and even tinier percent of that will be a prospective romantic or sexual partner. Either way, you do not control the reactions of these women, and they will decide what role they want to play in your life. You can either simply accept or reject, and you should not focus on all women at large, because you have nothing to do with all these women. And it's totally okay if women don't want to sleep with you. It's fine. You will find eventually someone who wants to sleep with you. So you don't have to direct your hate towards women who don't want to sleep with you, because it's fine. Because not all men want to sleep with all women either. So it's totally okay. You will find the person who wants to be with you, romantically or sexually. Alright, who a woman sleeps with, spends time with, what she chooses for her life, and not up for discussion. Definitely her own choice. Okay, we should avoid categorizing women in our minds. Ugly, poor, impure, attention whores, etc. These are all categories that are misogynistic categories to put women into, and we put women into these categories to decide if we want to respect them or not. That's bad. Don't do that. Alright, so if you catch this is an important thing, is if you catch your friends or peers or brothers saying misogynistic things like cracking jokes, or making gender-based comments, blanket gender-based comments, just correct them, including like older men, and if they continue to do so, disengage every time that this happens. Over time, they'll realize that it's not acceptable for them to use humor to disguise these bad things. Do not consume anti-women propaganda. This is brainwashing, and it has impact on you. And do not get into anti-women conversations with other men as well. Alright, learn about the human body biologically, male and female and intersex. Very, very important. Once you accept the facts that are the underlying foundation of humanity, you will understand humans better and be less in your brain about it, because a lot of the ideas that we have in our minds are thoughts that are not rooted in reality. They are made up thoughts, that they're preconceived notions that we have. Okay, point number 15 is accept that women have final say in consent when it comes to matters pertaining to themselves, in the same way that you have agency as well. Human rights, these are human rights. You do not get to decide for another woman, and if she disagrees with you for some reason, maybe if she disagrees with the misogynist, the misogynist should not take offense to it. Women are completely capable of taking their own decisions. In fact, even if you're giving her gifts, paying her bills, and she's living off of your money, you still do not have the right to accept or reject offers based on what you want to do. It has to be based on what she wants to do. All right. Watch media where women are presented as capable human beings instead of being shown. Okay, and lastly, associate with women who are equals, and soon you will realize that when you choose to be around women who are at par with you in terms of age, qualification, life experience, and so on, and these women are not disadvantaged somehow. The idea that women are inferior or gold diggers or less intelligent or useless will actually change, because women are not lesser. It's just, it depends on what phase or what type of cultural upbringing or socio-economic training and upbringing they have. A lot of life, a lot of these preconceived notions that we have about women are based on these things, categories. Even so, no woman is dumb, no woman is stupid or inferior in any way. And you just need to look for proof that this is true and not the opposite. Try to prove yourself. If you have these beliefs that women are inferior, look for proof that women are not inferior. Women are in fact equal and can often be superior as well, and that's very interesting. And okay, so that was my last point. Consider these things, rewatch these videos, watch other content based on humanizing videos, and you should find the hate in your cold heart reducing over time. You will become less aggressive, more loving, more accepting of women as they are, and then you will become someone that women are more drawn to and more comfortable around. And that's the whole point of just being together and being a tight-knit community. But it is our duty to be socially wanted and accepted, and it is our duty to also socially help other people as well. You're going to become a better friend to a lot of women if you take these steps, and existence is always much easier with good friends and people who have good your best interests in their heart. All right, this was my this was my series. These last 3 videos were the point of misogyny, were on the topic of misogyny. I'm really glad that if you managed to stick with me through this entire duration, thank you very much. Love you, and I will come back with the next topic. Bye.